Hello everyone, this video I will show you how to use this wall switch solution for the H32B Pro controller. And you can see here I have 3 mobile phones. This is Home Assistant and Tuya, that is for internet remote control. And this is Apple HomeKit. And the Home Assistant and the Apple HomeKit is using local network, work without internet. And this is for remote control by internet. And this time we will add this wall switch, just a different wall switch. I will show you some new innovation in this H32B Pro. And this is a switch terminal board. You can see here that we can connect with this dry contact, just a momentary switch for this board. And this board have connected this H32B Pro with the RS232 port. And so you can see I can turn on relay 1. That switch will be updated in different mobile phone. And this is relay 2, relay 3, and relay 4. And this 4 relay is on, and all application is on. And also I can use this remote, and you can turn off remote. They will be updated, and turn off, and turn off, and turn off. So this time you can see the remote also will update the state for this different application. Just you can control any relay on and off. Okay, and this is work for the switch terminal board by this RS232 port. But in this version of the H32B Pro, we have designed the new function. You can see this is a traditional switch. Just you can see here, like this switch, on and off. It's not momentary, and this is momentary, and this is momentary. The momentary switch you can see here, just self-reset. When I press this button, will self-reset, release for this button. Just a switch, a button, and this is locked. This will be locked. So this time, the traditional switch will be used by the H32B Pro. I can turn on relay 1, relay 2, relay 3. So you can see this is update. And also I can use the mobile phone. You can see here I can turn off relay 3, relay 2, and relay 1. That will be off. But you can also use this button 1 to turn on again. So this button, the down or up, is not for the on and off, just for toggling. Just for toggling the state. You can see here. So it's not important the button is up and the button is down. Just toggling the state. So that will be very useful for your old switch. So now you can choose any wall switch, just a traditional wall switch, to use by your home automation. So this is for traditional switch. And how it works, let's look at what is inside. Okay, now let's power off. I will show you how this wall switch works. You can see here, this is a wall switch. We just have installed this board. We have designed this small board that is for the traditional switch. We have designed this small board. This board is adapted for the wall switch. Used for this traditional switch, just a bridge of the H32B Pro and the switch. And you can see here we have designed this small board. And this is for input, that is for the switch button. You just connect with this switch button line and to this terminal. And here I have the RS485 A and B, that for communication for the bus 485 bus. And here is 12 volts, that is for the power supply for the board. And this is the output, because some switch will have the LED indicate. You can see here, like this, it have the LED indicate. So the LED indicate can feedback from this terminal. That for synchronous wall switch. And also you can use for other wall switch. So you can see here is a small board. This is the back and in front of the side. Okay, let's look at the size. of the board. This is a switch box. You can see we can place this board on the bottom and connect with the one, just this one, and connect to this board. That will be just install. You can see that is enough space for this board and this one. And also, if you have used this standard, this is EU standard. You can see here, this is a switch, and this is the back of the box. So you can also install this smart board and to your box. You can see here, we have designed let this board try too small, and so you can install to your EU box. So this board, you can see that input 1 to 6, that will max support 6 buttons. Such as this switch that have 6 buttons can connect with this board. And this monitoring for this board, if you have used this type of the switch, also can support max 6 buttons. Just install this board to this switch box. So what is the difference from this solution and this solution? And this solution, you can see just use the RS232 cable, and this switch button that have 4 buttons, but you will use 5 cable because K1, K2, K3, K4, and K-COM to this board. You can connect with many wires from this switch. And this solution that use IS485, you can see here, this is IS485, just A and B, 2 cable and communication with this switch. And this switch, if you can connect with more switch, you can see here, that is IS485, one switch to next switch, and to next switch, and to next switch. So you just install this smart board to this switch, and the second board to this switch, and the third board to this switch, and the fourth board to this switch. And all this let IS485 one by one connect to it, and it connect to it, and this connect to it, and this is communication line. And this is for the power. Just let all cable and all switch together use the DC 12 power volt. That will be for this board power supply. So this almost have 4 lines, just 12 volt and ground and the communication IS485. So this is for the bus line to connect with this H32B Pro. And if you can put the one, I just use this way, that just choose any dry contact. So this cable, just much cable, so many cable, but that will be very stable because no software and no communication put, just only use on and off switch, connect with it directly. And some project and some situation, you can't use this so much LAN. So some switch, you can use this IS485 solution and connect to this controller. So just only two LAN. So that will be easy to place the new one. And also, I think you can use this board or this solution together. And some can use this board for the switch, and some use this bus solution for this switch. And they can work at the same time from this H32B Pro. So every button is controlled on and off, and the software will be updated. And this is the hardware of this smart board for use this traditional switch. And how to configure it, let's look at the software. Okay, let's look at how to configure this smart board for the software. And this smart board we will install on this switch button, and you can define and which button and control which relay of H32B Pro relay controller. And here we can see this is the website of the H32B Pro. And here we have designed an option that is IS485 type. And here I have two options. The option 1 is Modbus, that is Modbus protocol. And this is special device, that is this smart board. So you can choose this one and just press this save, and the controller will be ready for use. And then you can use this Kinkoni assistant tool that is set by this smart module. And you can just use this RS485 and connect, and with this USB to RS485 adapter. So you can use this one and connect to this RS485 port and connect to your computer, and you can use this software. Here you can see this is target relay controller address, that is address. So you can see here that is H32B Pro address. So if this is 1, so you can set this is 1. That means use this smart board communication with this address 1 controller. And here that is the switch adapter address. So you can input this for 10. If you have the second board, you can set 11, and the third board you can set to the 12. Just a different number of the address of the board. And here you can see the SW1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one board can support max 6 buttons. And every button you can set which relay to control on and off. And you can set the type, the length, or the momentary. If you have used this momentary switch, like this switch, so you can choose to the momentary. This is momentary, like this 4 button, because I have used this 4 button. So you can just set to 4, SW1 to SW4, and for the momentary, and control relay 1, relay 2, relay 3, relay 4. And if you want to use a second switch panel, and also you can set by this 1, 2, 3. So that 2 button and 2 switch panel can control 1 lamp and 1 relay. Just use the different address. Okay, this is set the momentary type of the switch. And if you use this type of the switch, that's the launch mode. So you can choose the type, the launch. And also this is launch. If this is 1 button, only 1, so you can just use this one and input relay 1. And that not need to set, just rest for it. So you can set every button, just set this smart board, and for different address, and for different relay channel number, and different type. Then you can click apply and click save fresh. That's the board will be working. So that will be very easy. And this just read the state and read the configuration from this board. Okay, thanks for watching.